The relationships that help you age well after 60. Not every relationship helps you age well. That may sound uncomfortable, but it is true. Some relationships nourish you. Some relationships steady you. Some relationships bring laughter back into your body. Some relationships help you make better choices. Some relationships remind you that you are still capable, still interesting, still loved, still part of life. But other relationships drain you. They keep your nervous system tense. They make you second-guess yourself. They turn every conversation into pressure. They leave you feeling smaller, heavier, or more alone than before. And after 60, this matters more than many people realize. Because your relationships are not just emotional background, they are part of your health environment. The people around you can shape your stress, your routines, your confidence, your movement, your sleep, your sense of meaning, even your willingness to keep participating in life. Public health sources now treat social connection as part of health because social isolation and loneliness are associated with serious mental and physical health risks, including depression, heart disease, and cognitive decline. So when we talk about aging well after 60, we cannot only talk about food, exercise, sleep, supplements, or doctor visits. We also have to ask, who surrounds you? Who strengthens you? Who sees you clearly? Who helps your body feel safe? Who encourages your better self? Who quietly pulls you away from your life? That is not drama. That is wisdom. Because after 60, energy becomes more precious. You may still have many beautiful years ahead, but you may no longer have the same tolerance for emotional chaos, shallow friendships, endless obligation, or relationships built only on old history. A relationship can have history and still not have health. That is an important distinction. Just because someone has been in your life for a long time does not mean the relationship is still good for your well-being. And just because a relationship is new does not mean it is shallow. After 60, the question is not only, how long have I known this person? The better question is, what does this relationship bring out in me? Does it bring out calm, honesty, laughter, courage, movement, curiosity, kindness? Or does it bring out anxiety, resentment, self-abandonment, exhaustion, silence? That question tells you a lot. The first kind of relationship that helps you age well is the safe relationship. A safe relationship is not perfect. It is not conflict-free. It is not always easy. But it has emotional safety. You can speak honestly without being punished. You can have a hard day without being mocked. You can make a mistake and still be treated with dignity. You can disagree without the whole connection feeling threatened. Safe relationships help the nervous system exhale. They reduce the need to perform. They allow the body to come out of constant defense. And after 60, that kind of safety is deeply valuable. Because chronic stress wears people down, not only emotionally, physically. A life filled with constant tension can affect sleep, appetite, blood pressure, mood, motivation, and daily energy. So a relationship that brings peace is not boring. It is protective. It is wealth. The second kind of relationship that helps you age well is the movement relationship. This may be a spouse, friend, neighbor, walking group, classmate, trainer, or community member. Someone who helps you keep moving. Not by shaming you, not by pushing you beyond your body, but by making movement feel more natural and consistent. A walking friend can be more powerful than a fitness plan that never leaves the notebook. A gentle class can become both exercise and community. A partner who says, "Let's go outside for 10 minutes," may help protect your mobility more than motivation alone. After 60, consistency beats intensity. And relationships can create consistency. When movement becomes social, it becomes easier to return to. You are not only exercising, you are meeting someone. You are sharing time. You are building rhythm. That rhythm protects independence. And independence is one of the great treasures of aging well. The third kind of relationship is the truth-telling relationship. This is someone who can be honest with you without being cruel. Someone who can say, "I think you are avoiding this. I am worried about you. You seem different lately. You deserve better than that. Have you talked to the doctor?" maybe it is time to ask for help. Truth tellers are rare, because many people either flatter or criticize. But a healthy truth teller does neither. They care enough to be honest and wise enough to be kind. After 60, this matters because denial can become expensive. Ignoring symptoms, ignoring loneliness, ignoring financial stress, ignoring relationship pain, ignoring mobility loss, ignoring emotional changes. The right truth teller can help you face what you would rather avoid, not with panic, with support. The fourth kind of relationship is the joy relationship. This is the person who helps you laugh, the person who brings lightness, the person who reminds you that life is not only appointments, news, bills, aches, and responsibilities. A joy relationship may not always be the deepest relationship in your life, but it matters, because joy keeps the spirit flexible. Laughter changes the atmosphere of a day. Playfulness reminds the body that life is not only threat. After 60, people sometimes become overly serious because life has given them serious things to carry. But seriousness should not become a prison. You still need people who make you laugh. People who invite you to music, to lunch, to a walk, to a silly conversation, to a small adventure. Not because life is easy, but because joy is part of resilience. The fifth kind of relationship is the purpose relationship. This is someone connected to meaning, a volunteer group, a faith community, a creative circle, a mentoring relationship, a cause, a project, a person who reminds you that your life still contributes. Purpose relationships are powerful because they move the attention beyond the self without erasing the self. They give you a reason to show up. And after 60, showing up matters. Retirement, loss, relocation, or changing family roles can shrink a person's sense of identity. Purpose relationships help expand it again. They say, you still have something to offer. Your experience matters.
Your presence matters. You are not finished. That message can be life-giving.
The sixth kind of relationship is the intergenerational relationship. These are relationships across age. Grandchildren, younger friends, students, neighbors, community members, people who keep you connected to the changing world. And this works both ways. You may offer wisdom, patience, perspective, and memory. They may offer energy, new ideas, technology help, cultural insight, and fresh curiosity. Intergenerational relationships can protect people from becoming trapped in one time period. They help older adults stay engaged, and they help younger people feel rooted. This is one of the beautiful exchanges of life. The young need depth. The older need connection to what is emerging. Together, they create continuity. The seventh kind of relationship is the practical support relationship. This one is not always romantic or emotionally deep, but it is important. A neighbor who can check in, a friend who can drive you to an appointment, a family member who understands your medical wishes, a community contact who notices if something is wrong, a trusted person who can help when life becomes complicated. Aging well requires practical support, not because you are weak, because you are human. Independence is important, but independence without support can become fragile. The wisest people build support before crisis demands it. They do not wait until everything falls apart. They create a circle, even a small one. Someone to call, someone who knows, someone who can help, someone who can witness. That is not dependence. That is preparation. The eighth kind of relationship is the relationship with yourself. This may be the most important one, because every other relationship is filtered through it. If you constantly abandon yourself, you may choose relationships that require you to disappear. If you believe your needs do not matter, you may tolerate being ignored. If you fear being alone more than you value peace, you may stay too long in relationships that harm you. But when your relationship with yourself becomes healthier, your standards become clearer. You begin to ask, do I feel safe here? Can I be honest here? Is this mutual? Do I leave this person feeling more alive or more drained? Am I loved or only useful? That last question is powerful. Am I loved or only useful? Many older adults have spent decades being useful. Useful to employers, children, spouses, parents, communities, families. Being useful can be meaningful, but you are more than your usefulness. You deserve relationships where you are valued for your presence, not only your service. Aging well requires that truth. Because if you only stay connected by being needed, you may feel terrified when your role changes. But if you are loved for who you are, not just what you do, the relationship has a deeper root. So how do we build more of the relationships that help us age well? First, notice how your body feels after being with someone. The body often tells the truth before the mind admits it. Do you feel relaxed, expanded, encouraged, or tense, drained, confused, heavy? That does not mean you should judge every person by one interaction. Everyone has hard days, but patterns matter. Second, invest in relationships that are mutual, not perfectly equal every day, but mutual over time. You listen and they listen. You show up and they show up. You care and they care. You make effort and they make effort. One-sided relationships may survive for years, but they often do not nourish aging well. Third, build relationships around shared life, not just shared history. Shared history is beautiful, but shared life means you are still creating something now, walking together now, learning together now, calling now, laughing now, helping now, repairing now. The relationship is not only a museum of what once was, it is still alive. Fourth, allow new relationships to begin slowly. After 60, meaningful friendship may not happen overnight. It may begin with repeated small contact. The same walking group, the same class, the same neighborly hello,
The same community gathering, the same volunteer shift.
Trust grows through repeated presence. Do not despise small beginnings. Many beautiful relationships start quietly. Fifth, release the idea that you need a huge circle. You do not. Aging well does not require being popular. It requires being connected. 1 or 2 safe, meaningful relationships can matter more than 50 shallow contacts. The goal is not a crowded life. The goal is a supported one. And finally, be the kind of relationship you are hoping to receive. Be reliable, be kind, be honest, be curious. Make the call, send the message, invite someone for a walk. Apologize when needed. Celebrate someone else's good news. Listen without turning every story back to yourself. Notice when someone goes quiet. Connection is not only found, it is practiced. The relationships that help you age well are not always dramatic. They are often ordinary. The person who walks with you, the friend who makes you laugh, the partner who lets you rest, the neighbor who checks in, the group that gives you purpose, the younger person who asks your advice, the truth teller who helps you face reality, the safe person who lets your nervous system breathe. These are not small things. They are part of the architecture of a good later life. Because after 60, aging well is not only about adding years, it is about adding depth to the years you have. And depth comes from connection. Not perfect connection, real connection. The kind that strengthens your body, steadies your mind, softens your heart, and reminds you that life is still meant to be shared. So look around your life. Who helps you become more alive? Who helps you become more honest? Who helps you care for your body? Who helps you laugh? Who helps you remember your worth? Those are the relationships to protect. Those are the relationships to water. Those are the relationships that help you age well. And if you do not have enough of them yet, do not lose heart. You can begin. One hello, one walk, one group, one call, one honest conversation, one small act of courage. A meaningful circle is not built in a day, but it can begin today. Until then, choose the relationships that bring life back into your life. And stay re-inspired.
I hope this video brought you value and re-inspired you. If so, please subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment. And if anybody you know could use a little re-inspiration, please send it to them. Thank you so much for watching.